Hey there, my fellow anglers and friends. Welcome back to the channel, your go-to spot for all things fishing, especially when it comes to cracking the code of what the fish are up to. Today, we're diving deep into the fishing forecast for a truly intriguing day, Thursday, the 18th of December, 2025. Now, why is this day so special? Well, according to our latest data, it's shaping up to be a day of significant shifts, where the observant and prepared angler will have a definite edge. This is your typical calm winter's day, friends. It's a day that promises a challenge, but also offers the potential for some real rewards for those who know where to look and what to use. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll have all the actionable tips to turn what might seem like a tricky winter day in Ireland into a triumph on the water. All right, let's talk tactics for a few of our winter warriors here in Ireland for the 18th of December. I've got my eye on pike, perch and roach. These are your best bets when the waters get chilly and the weather turns. First up, let's tackle the magnificent pike. In early winter, these apex predators make a strategic retreat from the shallow margins into the deeper parts of our lochs and rivers. They are primarily looking for two things: stable temperatures and food. So, where to find them? Focus your efforts on those deeper holes, the underwater drop-offs, and the channels where baitfish are hiding from the currents. On the larger lochs, target depths of around 6 to 10 meters. Use your fish finder to locate shelves and submerged structures. That's where the big girls will be lurking, conserving energy but ready to ambush. For tackle, it's time to think slow and deep. A slow troll deadbait like a roach or a mackerel can be absolutely lethal. If you're a lure angler, this is the time for those larger soft plastics, say 5 to 8 inches, slowly retrieved along the bottom or over structure. Work them with long pauses. Remember, in the cold water, the pike's metabolism slows down, so they won't chase a fast-moving lure. It's all about presenting an easy, tempting meal. Next, let's not forget about the feisty perch. While many anglers hang up their light tackle, early winter can be a fantastic time to target larger, specimen-sized perch. These fish will often be schooling in the same deeper areas as the pike, looking for shoals of small fish. The key to catching them is finesse. Look for them around deeper holes in rivers, close to submerged features, and drop-offs in lakes. They love those slightly warmer, more stable pockets of water. For gear, a light or ultralight spinning rod, or even a sensitive waggler or feeder setup, will work wonders. Small jig heads, micro jigs, and tiny drop-shot rigs with soft plastic grubs around 1 to 2 inches are fantastic. Alternatively, if you're a bait angler, a simple paternoster rig with a small worm or a maggot feeder can be deadly. Keep your bait small, your presentation subtle, and don't be afraid to try different depths in the same spot until you find where they're holding. And for our beloved in roach tea, these silver beauties are often overlooked in winter, but they offer fantastic sport. Roach tend to shoal up in deeper, slower, or still waters during colder months. They'll be feeding on crustaceans and detritus at various levels. The best places to find them are the deeper stretches of rivers, canals, and lakes, particularly near features that offer cover or a steady food source. For tackle, float-fished and ledgered baits will catch them. Steady, loose feeding is crucial to tempt the shoal and build their confidence. Popular baits include maggots, casters, small red worms, and bread punch or flake. Using a generous amount of ground bait can create a feeding carpet that will hold the shoal in your swim. Patience and a methodical approach are key for these beauties. Now, let's break down the conditions for Thursday, the 18th of December 2025, here in Ireland. The weather. This day is set to be quite unsettled. We're looking at daytime temperatures reaching around 7 to 10 degrees Celsius, but with a real chill in the air. The forecast indicates wet and windy weather with persistent rain, heavy at times, affecting parts of the country in the morning and afternoon. As this clears, expect showers to feed in from the Atlantic, some heavy with a risk of hail or isolated thunderstorms. Winds will be moderate to fresh southerly, veering southwesterly and increasing to fresh to strong, with gales possible on some western coasts. This strong, cold wind, combined with heavy rain, means fish will likely seek deeper, more sheltered areas. The atmospheric pressure is generally unsettled and low, which can sometimes trigger predatory species like pike to feed, but also make some fish more cautious. Water temperature. In mid-December, our sea waters average around 10 to 11 degrees Celsius. Inland waters, like our lochs and rivers, will likely be a bit colder, perhaps 5 to 10 degrees Celsius. This cold water significantly slows down fish metabolism, meaning they'll be less inclined to chase fast-moving baits. They'll be conserving energy, making slow, deliberate presentations essential. Fish will also gravitate towards areas with more stable temperatures, which often means deeper water. Moon phase. On the 18th of December 2025, we're in the waning crescent phase of the moon, with only about 2 to 3% of its visible surface illuminated. This is very close to a new moon, which arrives the following day. Many anglers believe that the period around a new moon can lead to a more subtle bite, as the lack of moonlight might make fish less active in the shallows during low light, pushing them to feed more opportunistically in deeper water. It's a time when stealth and presentation become even more critical. General fish activity. Considering all these factors, the cold, wet and windy conditions, the cool water temperatures and the waning crescent moon, my overall assessment for fishing in Ireland on Thursday the 18th of December 2025 is capricious to good for dedicated anglers focusing on deep water predators and coarse fish. The unsettled low pressure, despite the grim surface weather, can sometimes trigger a feeding response in pike and perch, especially if they can find stable, deeper water. Coarse fish like roach will be shoaled up tight, making them catchable if you locate their holding areas and present bait slowly and subtly. It won't be an easy day, friends, but for those willing to brave the elements and adapt their tactics, there's definitely potential for some rewarding catches. So there you have it, my friends. Get out there, stay safe, and make the most of these promising yet challenging conditions. Remember, fishing isn't just about catching, it's about being out there, learning, and connecting with nature. I wish you all the very best of luck on the water. Tight lines, and may your nets be heavy. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and please share your own fishing plans and reports in the comments below. What are your plans for fishing this December? Have you had any luck with pike or perch in cold, windy weather? We'd love to hear your experiences.